Alright, we're going to make a fly for a friend of mine named Brian. It looks about like this, and it will catch you some fish. First thing you got to do is get you a hook. Got one right here. Put it in my vise. If you got a really crummy vise like I do, you get you a wood piece. Crank her down. A little something special. Alright, we're in. The next thing you got to do is tie on. Got some black thread here. Let's keep going that way. Come back this way a bit. Oh no. Get my scissors out here. Trim that tag end off. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a base layer all the way down. Just like that. Alright, the next thing you got to do is get you a little treble hook. That's the one that's going to catch you all the perch. If you're like me, it don't matter what size the fish is, you just got to catch them. And get you a piece of pretty thick fishing line. I think this is 17 pound. And just kind of put it in there and make a little loop. And then what I like to do is take some pliers or something and pinch a little flat spot on the fishing line, help hold it in. And we'll just set it right up on top with the treble hook starting about where the other one ends. And then you just tie it right on. There we go. We'll go ahead and chase this down a little bit. Alright, then you can trim off that excess string. Then take some saddle hackle. I've got a black, it's what's called saddle hackle at Sportsman's Warehouse. I don't know what that means exactly. I'm going to make that tail come just a little bit longer than my treble hook. I'm going to tie on the tip end first. Set it there for a moment. Wrap it on there. I'll take my hackle pliers, they're called. Stick it on there. Start wrapping it up, getting some little frillies on there. I think this is what the fish like, are all these frillies. And I'm going to kind of chase it with the thread here. I should have got it a little up further. I'm going to take it all the way to the front here. Alright, then I'm going to finish wrapping. I'm getting into the fuzzy stuff of this, but it don't make no never mind to me. Then I'm going to tie it off. I don't think the fish mind too much the fuzzy stuff either. Alright, take my pliers off. See if I can get in there some kind of way. Trim it. Get rid of these extra feathers because they'll go all over my office. And then I like to go ahead and grab up all these extra feathers and kind of push them in the right direction. Help make things a little bit prettier later. Alright, there's that. And then, now the secret is, these little guinea feathers, got the little polka dots on there. Take one of those, do kind of about like you did that tail. Stick it on the side. I'm not tying the tip here, I'm tying the other side. I'm going to put one on each side of the fly. Trim that one off. Got another one right here. And I'll just make it about the same length. Push it up there real nice and tight. Start tying it on. Get to there. We'll reach in here. Trim that off. And I'm going to do the same thing with these feathers that I did with the last. Just point them in the right direction a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit of an, I think they call it some kind of nose. I like that, makes it look pretty. You gotta watch out on these treble hooks, they'll try and get you when you're holding it. But now you can see I've got this little guinea feather kind of laid over on its side. I don't know if I can do anything about that or not. I think it'll be fine once it gets in the water. Alright, then the next thing I gotta do is take my little whip finisher, Put it on there. I'm starting to learn how to use this thing. And I'll just whip it right on down. Keeps it from coming off later. Trim that off there. Got a little bit of glue to put on the end there just in case I didn't tie it good enough. I don't know if I need that or not, but I got it, so I'll put it on there. And then take my wood thing, and there it is. A little fly with some polka dot wings, and you got the stuck to my finger. Get off of there. Alrighty, I'm gonna show you how to make a little spinner to make those flies really go. Gotta have you a little clevis, a little teeny tiny clevis. Whoa, it's hard to see. A little clevis, then you put on that your little spinner. Then you get you some wire, put you a loop on the end. Sometimes you can buy them with the loops already on there. And then you just slide that in through the clevis. I like to put a bead on there. It looks like these are 4 millimeters. I've done smaller, sometimes 2 smaller ones will do if that's all you got. I don't think it matters a whole lot. Drop it on there. So then you got this like this, if I can hold it still. Come out maybe 1.5 inches, maybe 1.75 inches, and get your round needle nose pliers, just like these. They got the round heads, and then I like to give it, I'm gonna try and hold it just like this. I'm gonna bend it just about that much, and then bite on the other side of the bend, and then wrap it around. It's gonna form my loop that the fly actually attaches to. Now you can kind of see it's twisted like that. I'm gonna bite right back there in the middle, this time on the top side, and I'm gonna bend the tag end up, trying to get in there. There we go. Bend it up just a bit. That's gonna kind of create a little bit of a spring. See, like that, and then this part, it's got the spring on it. So alright, I'm going to kind of straighten out this end. It's a little bit twisted, not a big deal. Alright, then you kind of bend it over and try and see where you want the clip that's going to hook in. It's also what this bead's going to rest against. About right there in my case. And then, so just got it like that. You can see that. And then I bend it straight down towards that, trying to make pretty close to a 90-degree angle to the original side. And then just taking it like this. Alright, I'm going to bend it up and try and make a little hook. It's going to sort of be the closure on that. Let's see if I can show that. Let me tilt it up a little bit. Yeah, you probably can't really see that very well. Oh, there we go. See how it's got a little hook to it? Alright, now I'm going to kind of close that opening. Again, you can't. So that opening's pretty big. I'm just going to shut it just a little bit because I don't want it to catch on things. And then I'm going to trim it also so it doesn't catch on things. Save that little piece right there. You can make another one out of that. Now it looks about like that, if you can imagine. The eyelet down here, the spinner. All you got to do now is put your fly on there and then hook it in. When it's hooked in, it looks just like that. Take these with you when you go fishing. You change your flies out real fast. Fish love them. Little perch, trout. I think I've even caught it, maybe a bass on one, I can't remember. Anyway, just like that.